Jackets about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectation. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get picked off. What a way to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! They finally make the stop at the big run. Is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Dropping back, it's King. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rutherford. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. The give to the tailback. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The give on the inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've got the screen set up. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Can the defense stop them again on second? And he hammers his way in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw, it's King. Makes the grab, it's Rutherford. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Guard in the backfield, it's Rutherford. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And now this offense will take the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
So now it's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. Got the back over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. They want to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
It's complete to the right. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad...
Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. Might as well give it to him again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Louisville. Your boy...
Oh, he's got some space. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. That's 20. He's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd with a bolt of energy on 3rd and long. To the air, it's King. Bears the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Byrne. I have no idea what he was thinking. He just ran out of bounds, and it's a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are on the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to...
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Moving away from pressure. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And after yet another third down, Sneak gets it done.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Looking to throw, it's King. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down.
Pulls it in on the right. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Step 1. Great job by this offense getting it. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Finds the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been